Good morning everybody and welcome back to my channel and welcome back to Last Defense Line Academy Line. When last we left off, we defended this school using the combined powers of the Last Defense Academy and the second to Last Defense Academy. And today, we might be having some free time. We'll have to see. Yeah. As of this, as of recording right now, it is currently 9:21 PM on the 9th of June. My birthday is on the 12th. I believe by the time you see this episode, my birthday has already come and gone. Which is disappointing, but wish me a happy birthday in the comments of this video. Yeah. I don't think I have anything else to say. Let's go. We gotta go to the cafeteria. Oh, hello, Nozumi. Oh, good morning, Takumi. Good morning. Still can't make myself believe Nozumi and Kara were different people. They're just too alike. I have to go. I'll see you later. I don't actually remember what my voices were for the second to last Defense Academy people, so I'm sorry. To work hard, I can't imagine why she'd act so cold towards me. Maybe with that I get to walk around Nozomi is why she's putting a distance between us. Can't help it though. Being around her is so confusing. Yeah, I don't remember the voices I did for these people, so. The carriage that conveyed us here is now stationed in the parking lot on the first floor. It is a wonder the horses pulling it were able to go so fast, and all without ever being seen. We should bring them some hay and water later. Does she seriously not know how a bus works? Okay. Is everyone else in the cafeteria? It seems like it. You know what? Yeah, let's just flash over to the cafeteria. Alright, looks like everyone's here. Still feels weird having so many people around all of a sudden. Then, let's hold a killing game and thin out the herd a little. Whoa. Don't be so casual about it. Taking life is a serious matter. If you're going to kill someone, you gotta take your time with it. Really make it mean something for the both of you, you know? Was that supposed to be inspiring? There being one of us could be a good thing, though. The more allies we have, the better we can defend the school. Allies, huh? Anyway, I took a quick look around the school already. It's basically identical to ours, just like Nigo said. Apart from the huge wall of fire outside, of course. So those are the infamous undying flames. The sight of them fair sets my teeth on edge. You told us a little about them on the bus on the way here, but maybe we could get a proper explanation now? What exactly are those flames, Takumi? There's so many people. Just like that, we got 4 more people we have to live with, and they're like total weirdos too. I'm glad you're back, Takumi. We still haven't solved the mystery of what happened to Hiroko. Oh, I'm sorry. I'm gonna be that Jedi, so I'll go stand in the corner and try to attract as little attention as possible. We certainly have gathered a motley crew of allies, haven't we? It's like one of those yokai picture scrolls in here. My dear brother always tells me not to talk to strangers, and these people are pretty strange, but still. This is way too many characters to keep track of. Let's hold a killing game and thin out the herd a little. Those guys from the other academy are kinda weird. Making friends with them might be asking a little too much. All this time they were holding to the school just like us. You really never know what's going to happen around here. Those undying flames send a chill down my spine. Could they really be some art brought about by demonic blood magic? You should go ahead and answer Nozomi's question. We're all dying to learn more about those flames. I have nothing to say to you, peasant. Tell Nozomi what she wants to know. Kurara and Darumi's voice are kind of similar. I apologize for that, but it's fine. All we can tell you about the flames is what Siri told us when we first got here.
Those flames, which encircle this entire school, by the way, just keep on burning. They never go out.
Never?
That's what I said. They don't need fuel, and they can't be extinguished. They'll keep burning on for all eternity. Hence, the undying flames.
Fire that never goes out. It sounds like something out of a fairy tale. I'd never have believed it if it hadn't been seen them with my own eyes. Heck, I'm still having trouble getting my brain to accept it. Perhaps 'tis an advanced form of ninjutsu. Which chakra elements does one combine for such a transformation? The flames are there to keep the invaders away from Last Defense Academy, right? If that is true, they must be part of the defense system. They're probably being generated somewhere on school grounds. Yeah, maybe. Tell you the truth, we don't really understand how it works either. You got them burning outside your defense room too. That's gotta be to protect whatever's in there, right? We think so. I tried dancing the ones with the fire extinguisher before. They sprang up again pretty much right away. It's gonna take a lot more than that to get inside. This really brings home how many questions are still unanswered. Siri said he'd explained everything, but then he disappeared. And you couldn't convince him to tell you sooner? You truly are useless. Sorry. Hey, that wasn't our fault. Your defenses are a lot beefier than ours. I guess that settles it. This school is the real deal, alright. Yes, it's just like Nigo said. Another flashback.
Second to last Defense Academy is, well, it's a decoy. Intended to distract the enemy and make them waste their time and resources. There's nothing important here. Humanity's future depends not on the contents of our defense room, but on what's inside the one at the true Last Defense Academy.
So she said true Last Defense Academy, so maybe the Last Defense Academy that we are in is actually not the true one. Verily, 'twas a shock to learn we'd been risking our lives to protect a mere decoy. A shock. It was downright infuriating. The B team is no place for someone of my social standing. It's not as if the work we did there wasn't important. The invaders took the bait and sent troops to the decoy after all. All those attacks we fought off stopped them from focusing their entire fighting force on this school. I still say Neil could have told us that from the beginning. A lot of the information relating to the spores are classified. Maybe he didn't have permission. Even Nigo couldn't defy orders from above. He told us that much himself. Orders from above? Siri mentioned higher-ups too. Who's really controlling this war? But now the Decoy Academy is gone. That means the attacks on this one are going to get a whole lot worse, right? Pretty much. They don't gotta decide who to send where anymore. We're all there is. And there's still like 70 days to go. Oh man, what rotten luck. I don't know if I can hold out that long. What's the worst that can happen? Dying? It's gonna happen anyway, maybe we should get started now. You know, get busy living or get busy dying. You're all so adorable. The way you freak out over every little thing. The enemy attacks may get worse, but there's more of us too. We can learn to fight as a team then. Why fight at all? Why don't we just run? If we use that school bus you came in on, we can cover a lot more ground on foot than on foot. We might even be able to drive all the way back to the complex. You're babbling, sir. A warrior does not desert their post while an enemy still draws breath, and nor does a woman. Even supposing the bus could cover that kind of distance, none of us know how to get to the Tokyo residential complex from here. And besides, the future of humanity is at stake here. If we don't defeat the invaders, the whole world is done for. Don't tell me you actually believe all that future of humanity stuff. There is a good chance it's just a story made up to motivate us, you know? Naturally, we considered that possibility. It was one of the first things we discussed. In the end, we decided if there were even a chance of it being true, we had no choice but to steel our resolve and do our part for these 100 days. Nozomi was very persuasive. The way she got us all fired up. We couldn't help but get on board with it. I didn't really do anything special. But how can you be so sure? Do you have any grounds or evidence to prove it's true? You got any grounds or evidence for thinking it's not? I guess not. If Siri had been able to tell you more about what's going on, you'd be sure of it too. I think that's the main difference between our two groups, and why our attitudes are so different. Once Nigo told us about world death, we knew we couldn't just stand by and let it happen. World death? Yes, indeed. Humanity's future prospects without this particular asset would be grim to say the least. It is, after all, the key to overcoming world death and ensuring a chance for future generations to thrive. Wait. World death? What's that? A new prominent term to deal with. This is going to overload my extra small-sized brain. It's all starting to make sense now. You never even got that far, huh? It's no wonder you're still going back and forth on whether it's all true then. You'd best prepare yourselves for a shock. What do you mean? According to the information Nigo shared with us, world death was the catalyst for this entire war. This is the thing that started it all? More than that, it's also the reason humanity is now confined to the Tokyo residential complex. World death has decimated the human population and forced the survivors to take shelter underground. Decimated the population? It's that bad? Enough with the dramatic build-up. Just tell us what this world death thing is. Quiet, pea-brain. The adults are talking. If we tell you, we don't want any of that. Hey, is that really true? What if it's all made-up stuff? Do you think you can hold on to that single thought without blowing a fuse? Come on, make with the explanations already. That's no way to talk to someone who is about to impart important wisdom. Didn't anyone ever tell you any manners, you impertinent little street urchin? What? And your manners are any better, you foul-mouthed rich girl? Shut up. Honestly, having to listen to your complaints is making my skin crawl. Spent too much time talking, and you won't be ready when the enemy attacks. And if you don't fight the enemy when they attack, you die. Is that so hard to understand? So why do you insist on picking up at everything we say? I've stepped in things that would have been better soldiers than you. He's right. Even ABC comes to us, something like that. He's more resilient than me too. Can you really blame us for asking questions after getting dragged into this crazy war out of nowhere? That's where you're wrong. We weren't dragged into this, we were chosen. As mankind's last hope. Mankind's last hope? Yes, we were chosen to represent humanity in this war. To shoulder the hopes and futures of everyone back home. We're the only ones that can stop our entire species from being wiped out. We don't have a choice in this. We have to fight. And you believe that too? Are you sure you haven't just been brainwashed to think it's true? Again, you make a joke out of our resolve. You won't be laughing when my blade has had its way with you. What about world death? You just gonna keep throwing that name around like it means something, or you're gonna actually start explaining things? No, what? I'm not telling you a thing. Go shove it up the tailpipe of a car you can't afford to insure because you're poor. Huh? I can't work with a bunch of impatient, ineffectual, dull-witted morons like you. There's no point in telling you anymore. Kurara, don't be like that. There's no need for us to get involved with these chumps, no Zoe. We can win this war on our own just fine. I can't believe we wasted our food on you peasants. We'd have been better off letting you shrivel up and using you as invader bait. Oh, you had like a big shot, but this is our school, you know. We were here first. Yeah, we opened up this place to you after yours went kaput. Weren't for us, you wouldn't have known where to go right now. You could say the same for you. You and the school would have been toast if we hadn't helped out in that battle yesterday. Don't get smart with me, pretty boy. I'll murderize you. Ouch. Don't mingle murder like that. That word deserve to be treated with respect.
It's no surprise these peasants can't speak properly. They don't show the slightest sign that they've taken anything on board. Poverty must have dulled their wits to the point they can't even hold a conversation.
Okay, so Darumi, Kurara, and Sword Girl. Those three are like my favorites so far.
Well, excuse the heck out of me. I'd rather be poor than an absolutely rotten human being.
Seriously, what's the big idea showing up out of nowhere and acting like you've got the right to boss us around?
You've made it obvious you lack the experience and expertise to defend the school on your own. It's only natural that we step in to superintend.
You know what would help relieve some of this tension? A killing game!
Yes, Darumi.
Oh, if you want to try to escape, be my guest. I'm gonna come after you, though. The thrill of the chase. I wonder how far you'd get if I amputated your legs first.
Watch it, man. I may not hit girls, but I won't hold back against another guy.
Killing game? Anyone? Just one murder. That's all I ask.
Oh, Darumi. Okay, every time Darumi speaks, I like her just a little bit more. That's enough. You all need to calm down. Takumi's right. We won't get anywhere if we don't work together. Wake up and smell the roofies, Nozomi. That dreadnought-class deadbeat's as bad as the rest of them. The moment your back is turned, he'll spike your drink and take you back to his room to have his way with you. I'd never do anything like that. I really wouldn't. You know that, right? Please, everyone. We shouldn't be fighting amongst ourselves. Why can't we be friends? Friends with these guys? Don't make me laugh. Befriending these cosplay convention rejects certainly is asking a lot from normal people like us. How dare you, sir? I'll not let that insult slide. Choose your fate. Face the judgment of the holy Jumanji sword, or repent and die by your own hand. I demand satisfaction. Satisfaction, my ass. You may be a jerk, but he's our jerk. I've had just about all I can stand of your loathsome visages. We are done here. Come on, Nozomi. But... yeah, get lost. See if we care. If I never see your dumb face again, it'll be too soon. Alright. Trying to press the issue now would only make things worse. It would be nice if we could talk more tomorrow, though. The team from the second campus left with their heads held high. They were barely out the door before the others started venting their feelings. What's with those guys? We're really gonna have to spend the rest of 100 days with people like that? I agree. Their attitude is positively sickening. Like you want to talk. You brought back some interesting friends with you, Takumi. So this is my fault? I know I've got no right to contribute to the discussion, but what do you think that world death they mentioned is? I'm really curious now. Like, don't sweat it. Don't even think about it. It's all mind games. They're just trying to get inside our heads. Damn it. Still feel like I want to hear something. I think I'll go back to my room cooler. I guess I'll do that too. No killing game then. Oh, maybe next time. Takumaru, Gaku, and Tsubasa left the room. Didn't have the heart to stop them. The tension was already dangerously close to the breaking point. Well, that could have gone better. I never expected everyone to turn on each other like that. Same here. It's not going to be easy getting them to work together. If Siri or Hiroko were here, they'd know what to do. But it's no use wishing things were different. We need to think of a way to solve this problem in our own way. Yeah, I'm gonna go. Need some time alone to think. Ito and I parted ways, and I headed back to my room. After that disaster meeting, it's hard to imagine ever reconciling the two groups. There gotta be some way. Maybe we just need more time. Come to think of it, new rooms were unlocked today, weren't they? I think I'll go take a look at them. Use something to take my mind off all this. It's the metal shop on the first floor and the bio lab on the second, right? Okay, time to check out these new rooms. Pardon me. Okay, we got 3 people in the metal shop, 4 people in the bio lab. Everyone else is in there. Rooms, okay. Get down into the... Classroom, it's on the other side. Oh. Can I... Okay, I can't. Seems like I can only upgrade in free time. Biolab. Ooh. So this is the biolab. Looks less like a classroom and more like something out of a horror movie. What are you laughing at? I can't help it. I mean, look at this equipment. It's hot with a capital H. Now that this room is open, we can whip up a whole host of medical supplements whenever we need them. Most afraid to ask, but what kind of supplements are we talking about? Mostly stuff that gives our hemo a temporary boost. We can use them to augment our regular physical abilities too. Nigo did say there were facilities like this tucked away in dark corners of the school. It's pretty sweet I finally get to see one. I guess second to last, Defense Academy had a lab like this too, but it never unlocked for us. Enhancement development has been unlocked. That does sound like it would be useful. But is it ethical? We're basically using performance-enhancing drugs, right? Oh, you're worried about the morality of a little thing like that? You are such a Boy Scout, Takumi. With everything in this lab, we have the potential to go much, much further. A lot of this stuff was developed as the result of illegal experiments on human subjects. For most people, no amount of knowledge is worth that kind of atrocity. And now that research is all ours, the fiendish, the outlandish, the downright unpleasant. It's all right here at our fingertips. And what can we use it for? For a start, we can probably make some killer modifications to ourselves, just like my family did to me. You mean like the way your arm stretches? You know, it's always been my dream to mod somebody else's body. I hate to be gentle, And I'd make sure any changes I made were tasteful.
Huh?
Say, Takumi, you like discarding all humanity and becoming something more?
Hey!
Absolutely not. Not interested. Let me know if you change your mind. In the meantime, I'll just make do with my fantasies. I kind of like voicing this guy. Man, this room's seriously creepy. I don't think I'll be spending too much time in here. Kind of hoping Hero could turn up in one of the new classrooms. There's no sign of her here either. What could have happened to her? I know, right? I still don't believe she'd run off and leave us on our own. She ain't like that. I've been thinking a lot about our state of effective immortality here. Raises a lot of interesting questions, you know? For example, purely hypothetically. There's a heck of an example to start with. Oh. For example, purely hypothetically, what if I ripped out your heart? And let's say you died and were brought back to life. You'd think the Revive-O-Matic would replicate the heart as well. But I'd still have the heart I removed earlier. Does that mean we could churn out a bunch of identical hearts, one after another?
Huh?
By that logic, I guess so. Why would we want to, though? Dude, there's always a demand for healthy human organs. With technology like this, we could save thousands, maybe even millions of lives. But I'll leave that to the humanitarians of the world. Preserving life isn't really my thing. Figures. I'm more interested in what happens to an organ after it's removed. You ever hear stories of people who have had transplants suddenly developing new interests or memories that match up with their donors? The human body is one heck of an enigma. But does that stuff only happen with transplants? Would those memories also get transferred by, say, eating another person's organs? Huh? What effect does consuming human organs have on the human body? Now there's a subject I wouldn't mind looking into. Would eating brains give you access to that person's knowledge or personality traits? Maybe you'd have random visions that show you their memories. I'd love to try it out sometime, but it's not easy to find willing volunteers. Yeah, you know how it is. Nothing worth having becomes easy. Is Yugami like this all the time? Doesn't he ever talk about anything normal? You all look so cool out in the battlefield. I wish I could be like that too, but my dear brother won't let me do anything dangerous. Another room designed to make the battle freaks stronger. There's nothing for the two of us here. Okay. Okay, this way. Metal shop. Ooh. This isn't quite what I was expecting from a metal shop classroom. More like something you'd find on a military base. There are all kinds of deadly looking weapons lined up, and the air is thick with the smell of metal shavings and gunpowder. Oh, and she's here too. I only wish we had a magic circle to contain you, Sir Takumi. Then I could easily cut you down the moment you try anything indecent. I don't think she's pretending not to know me. Kara can never have put on an act this convincing. Is she really not Kara? Or maybe she's lost her memory? Look out, Nozomi. That perv is waiting for a chance to pounce on you and lap up your saliva. So he's like the yokai Yamachichi that steals its victim's life force by sucking in their breath, except with saliva. The Huni Jumanji sword and I will strike him down. I keep telling you I'd never do anything like that. Damn it, she's more cautious of me than ever now. This rate, I never get to talk to her. What am I supposed to do here? You can make traps. Ah, the way the air smells in here really puts me at ease.
Huh?
Seriously? You like this? All the metal and gunpowder and everything? I know. It's not really exactly the aroma one would associate with a sophisticated lady like myself. But the Osuzukis actually rose to prominence thanks to my involvement with weapons development. Weapons development? Like guns and stuff? In the beginning, our family name was just Suzuki. We were small plant arms engineers and gun runners. We grew the business little by little from there, expanding our reach until it encompassed all aspects of life in the Tokyo residential complex. That gave us the necessary prestige to evolve from Suzuki to all Suzuki, and the rest is history. Is that how names get changed? Workshops like this are just as integral to my family's identity as the swanky mansions we live today. This industrial atmosphere is baked right into my DNA. Being here is like returning to my natural habitat. Okay, I guess that makes sense. It seems only fitting that this should be the place where I write a new chapter in our family's illustrious history. I'll create weapons the likes of which the world has never seen, and eradicate those pesky invaders once and for all.
Before our might the others flee, great and powerful Suzuki!
I love that. The invaders will rule the day they cross the nose Suzuki. Man, I'm glad she's on our side. She is on our side, right? Maybe you should tell that to those friends of yours too. Getting on my bad side is not a good idea. They all commit seppuku 3 times in a quick succession. I might forgive them for their insolence. Again with the ritual suicide demands. Still not sure how doing it more than once is supposed to work. Alright, I visited both the new rooms that were unlocked today. Guess I'll go back to my room to decide what to do next. Ugh. Between all the arguing and the exploration, today has already taken it out of me. Is there anything I can do to get everyone to see eye to eye? Or are their attitudes towards fighting just too different? We're representing all of humanity in this war. They chose us above all others to defend the world from the invaders. We're the only ones who can do this, so it's only natural that we give it our all. Mankind's future is in our hands now. It's our responsibility. Never thought of this as a responsibility. Fighting was just a means to an end, a way for me to get home. Would I feel differently if I knew about world death? Was I ever going to find out what this war was all about? Oh, someone's at the door. Could it be her? Or who is it? Who do we think it is, chat? Well, you're gonna have to wait until tomorrow to find out who it is. In the meantime, thank you so much for watching. If you stayed to the end, thank you so much. A lot of talking in this episode, so my throat feels a bit sore, but it's okay. Tomorrow we'll see who's at the door. I don't know how long this session is going to be, maybe 2-3 episodes, maybe even 4. Last session was 5 episodes, so yeah, try and go for 3 or 4. In the meantime, thank you so much, and yeah, wish me happy birthday, and I shall see you all in the next episode. Have a good time, good night.